fireball. Just kidding. I'm really excited to share this recipe with you right before the holidays. In today's video, we are making fireball gummies. I don't know if you've ever heard of Fire Bears. Fire Bears are basically gummy bears that are made with Fireball cinnamon whiskey, and they are delicious, but I'm going to show you how to make it with the bears along with other gummy shapes because you might prefer a different gummy shape. If you go to buy them, if you go to research, they're kind of expensive to buy and they sell it really fast, but they're super easy to make. So I figured I would share with you how to make Fireball gummies. So let's go spice things up.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is get a bowl, of course. I use a glass bowl because it keeps the heat. You will want a half a cup of sugar. You can really use any kind of sugar you want, just some kind of sweetener. In the past, I have used corn syrup too. And if you don't like a lot of sugar, you can use 1/4 cup of sugar, but I like it sweet like gummies. So a half a cup of sugar. Next, you'll want 3 packets of unflavored gelatin. 3 packets is equivalent to 3 tablespoons. So if you don't have packets and you just need to measure it out, it's 3 tablespoons. And just put that in there as well. Next, you'll want 1 cup of Fireball whiskey. And if you do not like the cinnamon flavor, you can always use a different kind of alcohol. But since we are making cinnamon Fireball gummies, then we will want 1 cup of Fireball whiskey. And just pour it in. And since the color is kind of like an orange, it's not quite a red, I want it to be red like real cinnamon gummy bears. So I'm just going to use some gel food coloring and I'm going to use a red. I would put about a teaspoon of the gel food coloring so it is a nice red color. This is so strong smelling. It smells so good. You can definitely smell the cinnamon. Okay, so you can either heat it in a pan or you can put it in the microwave. I like to put it in the microwave because I don't want to burn off the alcohol. So as long as you keep the liquid under 90 degrees, you will not burn out the alcohol. So I like to put it in for 30 seconds, take it out, stir it, put it in for 30 more seconds, stir it, and then one last 30 seconds, so a minute and a half basically. Okay, so now all the sugar and the gelatin is dissolved into the liquid. It's melted nicely, and now we can get started. Okay, so now what you will need to turn it into little gummies, you'll need some molds, and these are silicone molds, so these are actually gummy bears. They're adorable. Anyways, and then these ones are Christmassy ones, and it will make this much. So this doesn't look like very much, but it will actually make a lot of gummies. And then it comes with one of these to put it in there. But if you do not have any silicone molds, you can just use some ice cube trays that are kind of cute looking, or even a pan. Just make sure you spray them really good with cooking spray. Now, even though these are silicone molds and the gummies come out pretty easy, I still like to spray mine with cooking spray because if not, the gummies all kind of stick to each other and it's just a little bit harder to get out with them sticking to everything. So I'm just gonna spray this with cooking spray. You don't want to do too much because you don't want your gummies to taste like butter. This will save you a ton of time because it will be easier to get out of the molds. Anyways, and I'm just putting mine in a pan so that it's not all like wobbly or anything, that it just stays nice and straight and I can just put them in the fridge easily. Anyway, so now that they are sprayed with cooking spray and your sugar is all melted and dissolved, now we can start putting them in the silicone mold. Okay, so this is when you want to kind of work fast so that this liquid does not already start to form and turn into gummies before you get them in the molds. So I'm just gonna fill all these all the way. So I'm just gonna continue to do this and we will come back to it once I am done. Okay, so into the beer fridge they go. You'll want to put them in for at least 30 minutes. I like to put mine in for an hour before I check them, just so that I know they're completely done. Okay, so now for the fun part. They have been in the fridge for 1 hour. And of course you do not have to leave them in the fridge after they turn into gummies. They can sit out on the counter if you want. But if you can see, they're little gummies now. And they come out easily out of this. See how fun is that? And then I'll show you the little gummy bears. These are fun too. So these are harder to get out a little bit just because they have intricate parts, but they're still pretty easy. And that's all there is to it. And here is the end result.
Alright guys, pretty exciting. I got the little bear, I got the Christmas tree. What one do you want me to try? Both? Okay. Oh man, I can really taste that cinnamon. So they're very similar to jello shots, of course, but they are gummies. So let's bite off the top of the tree. Did you ever play like that as a kid? Oh, I bit off the leg. But anyways, whatever. These are so good, guys. I hope you guys go home and make these, or make them for a party, or give them as a gift. They are perfect. And if you have any questions, just comment below. And if you like this video and you want to see more, remember to subscribe to this channel. Or how to eat it. It was just calling to me. Alright, bye, and see you in the next video.